Hello my lovelies, Rob here from Kickback Garage. We have a handsome guest here called Hans and his beautiful TV 175. More on that after the intro. Go grab that coffee. Right, the object of today's video is we really want to get this stripped. The engine is already built. I think you can see it on the floor there. So that's quite a bit of job already sorted. And before we start stripping this, I want to talk a little bit about it because it's got some quirks that I've never seen before. So this is a 1960 TV 175. And what I've always thought is that when you have the round horncast cover, then you have the shorter rear light. But that's not the case on this scooter. So as you can see here, this is definitely the original light. We're going to talk to Hans a little bit about the history of this scooter before we crack on. But this has definitely got the longer rear light. But what I reckon has happened here is the fact that it is probably a late 1960 model. And it was first sold in Norway in 1961. And they probably just used what they got left on the factory floor. And it happens that they probably got a round horncast and the new long light. But let's have a look at this beauty. I'm going to do some wobble cam. And as you can see, it's pretty well patinaed. We're going to take those panels off and have a look in there as well a little bit later on. The plan of attack with this really is we're going to strip it. First I'm going to try and take out some of these dents. It's got a bit of a bend there. Basically what I do here is just hold the scooter and try and bend it out as good as I can. I've got some dollies and stuff, but we don't want it to look perfect. That's the whole point. But it would be nice to get that a little bit straight. But otherwise, it looks to be in really decent condition. And a bit of rust doesn't harm anyone. We've got some tricks up our sleeves. I have talked to Adrian Wells from Old Paint in Ramsbottom. And he's given us some tips and tricks, the best way to preserve the paint here. It's pretty far gone. I'm sorry. Not a lot of paint left on the front mudguard here, but I think this is going to look really, really nice. It's going to be a proper sleeper. Right, let's find out a little bit about its history. Right, so we're going to have a bit of a chin wag with Hans on the history of this beautiful looking scooter. And first I have to ask, when did you buy it?
Well, I bought it when I was 13.
13?
13, yeah.
Okay.
Because I come from a farm, so we wanted to have something to just ride around.
In the farm?
Yeah, ride around.
That's what you use a TV 175 for.
Yeah, I had an old Corvette Tempo.
Yeah,
Norwegian. Yeah. I ruined that one.
Yeah.
Wanted to go faster, so I took the cylinder and filed out everything, and all of a sudden it was too much. So no, then we got this one. It was stuck, so I was trying to loosen the cylinder.
Oh, the cylinder was stuck, right.
I sent it to cylinder service here in Kristiansand.
Yep.
And I couldn't get it back together. I was 13, didn't know how.
So this has been in bits since you was 13?
Since I was 13, since 88, I think. Yeah.
Okay. But looking at the condition on this, it's not been stored outside. I think this has been stored inside somewhere.
Yeah, on the barn.
In the barn, okay.
So
yeah. It's a proper barn find
then.
It's a barn
find, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Me and Steve, we brought it out from the barn. So
and you've given it a good jet wash. It was obviously full of dust and stuff like that.
It looked like shit, actually. So, no, but the funny thing is that it was my neighbor, old neighbor. He 200 meters from my farm.
Okay.
He bought this new.
Yeah, first owner.
First owner.
Yeah, so you're the second owner.
I'm the second owner.
Right.
Yeah. So we bought it from his grandsons, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. Then we know the whole history of the scooter. Yeah, that's really cool.
So excited.
But why did you wait so long before you decided to get it back on the road?
I've had other bikes and stuff, and we have a common friend, Steve.
Yeah.
So he's really into scooters, and I told him I have a lambretta, and he said no. Yeah, I do. It's a TV 175, and
then he definitely said no.
No way. So yeah. So he said you have to do the scooter. He wanted to buy it from me for like 4 or 5 years. I said, no, I have to get going.
Yeah.
And we came across you.
Very good,
The
very
magician.
good. Yeah, the magician, yeah. So the whole plan of this now actually is I think we've got like 2 months on it. 2 months we want to get this back on the road. No mean feat that, by the way. And the whole plan is that he is going to ride together with us to the scooter rally in Gjøvik, which is about 600 kilometers. I hope you've got a hard bum. It's, yeah. Cool. Let's get cracking then. Let's get cracking. Right, first off, we obviously have to take off the panels. Have a look what it looks like under here. It's dirty. But thinking about the fact that this was going to be ridden around on a farmyard plot, it's really, really straight. So what Hans is thinking about is if we do a restoration on this and he gets fed up of it after a couple of years, he would like maybe to paint it. But we're going to try and keep this original paint for a while, what's left of it, that is. But it should be a really, really easy job. There's a bit of a dent there. And all the parts are present and correct. Got the battery tray on the opposite side. Another detail that I quite like, I've never seen this before because I didn't notice this on the other TV I had last year. You see those washers that are on the back of the screws for the leg shields? They're actually painted in the original colour as well, which is interesting. Maybe they were painted here and they've just corroded or something, but that's definitely the original paint on those washers, which is a bit interesting. And then obviously we've got the running in sticker. Another really cool thing, I've got you a bit wonky here, is we're going to have to contact Gem Booth because this actually has the original lock, which is special for the TV 175 with that little half moon on the top there, and we can see the key numbers quite easily here on this, which is good. So we send him an email, see if we can get hold of some keys so we can keep that original as well. And now we're going to have to strip it. The only thing is, we've tried this top screw here. That is loose. Did you try that one, Hans?
Yeah, that's loose too.
That's loose, but the ones at the bottom are not loose.
The one on the left is loose.
That's loose,
the right one is stuck.
but not that one. Yeah, so the dodgy thing about these is when they've been stud so long is that you can risk the screws. Obviously on the footboards there's going to be a lot of dremeling, I reckon, to get these screws off because they're completely rusted solid, but that screw there, they can be a bit of a pain to sort if they snap in the horn cast. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the heat gun out and warm the aluminium, trying not to take the paint, just to see if we can get that to loosen a little bit. We had a little bit of a look, actually. I think I've been able to loosen all the screws on this. There was just one place here where I heated it with a heat gun. I haven't damaged anything. And I actually managed to loosen the screws. So now we're just going to take out all the screws and take off the mudguard and the håndkast cover in one go.
Ja.
Så vi kan holde stilen, for det blir veldig, du ser jo, det blir veldig blanke I forhold til resten av skuteren. So if you lift that forwards, there you go. Nice! That doesn't look too bad.
No.
It's not a lot of rust on the inside, oddly enough. Solid.
It's just
Shit.
asphalt.
Yeah. Why did that? I'm expecting big problems now because that just came off so easy. Right, so next job I think is if you make a start on taking out the tank, I'll show you how to do it. Taking out the tank and the air box. So Hans is removing the air box, and as you can see here, like on the original one I had before, the TV 175, they're the only scooters that came with soundproofing on the outside of the mudguard. Mudguard looks like it's in good nick. Oh, there's a bracket that's broken there. Actually, I might have to do a little bit of welding, Mr. Hans.
Where?
That's going to be really annoying if you're driving down the motorway. That little bracket on the side there.
Yep.
You have to fabricate that and take out the electrics, I think, while you're messing around with the air tank. Just cut it off there. Sånn.
Jeg bare klipper alt?
Nei, de kan bare trekke.
Nei. Jo, den ene, men den andre da?
Ja, bare klipp den. Helt topp. Before I take off these footboards, I think I'm going to give him a little bit of a Jimmy straightening. That worked. That's bent in a little bit. Actually, the whole strut is bent here, Hans. The whole strut is bent down. The nice thing is I've actually got an original strut we can use, so we don't have to mess around trying to straighten that. What's it stuck on? It's just the rubber here.
I think so.
There. Nice.
It goes.
Bit of a twist. Good, good.
Yeah, I should give
A bit of a. It's probably stuck on the rubber. Let's give it a little bit of a tap. There we go. On the other side. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Take those off. You can see the original colour under there. Oh, they look perfect. It's nice. That was actually quite harder than we was expecting there. The first screws came off really easy. These we had to use the old Dremel, and then I ran out of little blades for my Dremel, so I had to use the angle grinder. But we was pretty careful. So now I think, in theory, this is loose. So if you pick it up on your side there, Hans, and lift it like backwards, there we go.
Yep.
Then it should really be able to like sort of, here. I have to get the cables out of the way. That was really rotten. Hello? Pull those through. So in theory now we can like sort of bend it down a little bit, get it past. You have to sort of bend it out a bit over the frame like that. There you go. And we're clear. Nice one. Ta-da! Actually doesn't look too bad under it. It needs a clean. One problem that I've found is the reason why we get the mudguard off really quick is that the screw here is sheared off on the top there, so I'm going to have to work some magic to get that screw sorted so it can fit the mudguard again when that time comes. And then I think Hans' next job is, I think we have to sort of tidy up all that shit underneath the desk on the bench, and then we take the headset and fork off, and it's pretty much stripped. Så. De der reproene, de er jo ikke så gode. Det er faktisk best å bruke originalt der. Clutch. Oh. Yeah! Headset, baby. That's good. Oh!
Come on.
I'm not sure, I don't think so. It's broken, my tool.
Nei!
That's MB development shit. Broken, no! Oh! I think heat, a bit of heat. Man har litt god lukt. I think that's pretty hot. Yeah, boy. We shouldn't really be touching that. Where's the heat? Because there you go, and then it's supposed to slide up. There we go, got it. Hvis du holder gaffelen litt, så skal jeg senke den ned. Just senke den ned bak her, skal vi se. Sitte på den, sånn. Almost so close, but no cigar. There you go, got it. Whoop, whoop. Nice. I'm a little bit worried about the link bolts on the fork, and one of the links has been rethreaded for the damper, so that's something I'm going to have a look at when I do the fork on that. But now it's sort of stripped as far as we want to go. I want to get the pressure washer and wash this frame completely clean. But we need to have a plan of attack. What do you think? Should we? We're not quite sure. What a lot of people do is they use cooked, what's it called? Linseed oil. Yeah. And that, if you warm up the frame and then use cooked linseed oil. But we've got some special tricks up our sleeve that we think we're going to try out. And one of them is over there. Where's the box? Where's the box? Got that one. And er det denne?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're trying to figure out, I think if we do the frame first, we can see what works best before we do the panels and stuff. But that is, what do you do with that? It says epoxy. What is it?
I'm not sure actually. You just spray it on, and it's supposed to eat just the rust and
yeah, it's a rust
convert it to zinc.
Zinc. Okay. Yeah.
So after they say it's you can paint straight on it. You
okay.
Don't have to prime it.
Right. That seems like the easier option, and it's not, and it's clear as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you wash it all off, and then you spray this on, and then it just eats the rust.
Eats the rust, converted. It goes total black.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got that one at least. We'll probably try that on the frame first, see how that works. And we've got this one, which I've used before a little bit. The Deox gel. You paint it on, put some cling film around, but that just seems so much less messing around, to be honest. Yeah. But I'm not sure. Maybe this works better on the panels. We're really not sure. But by the time we film the next one, we're probably a little bit more sure. And another thing we've got to do is just the bracket on the for the rear mudguard on the frame that is snapped off on one side, so we have to do a tiny little bit of welding. And yeah, but at least it's stripped now. And that was a bigger job than I was expecting, I think.
Normally is.
Yeah, it's always a bigger job than you expect, but it's definitely apart now, and we can get some stuff done. So while Hans is away, the next videos I'm going to work on the links, the fork. I'm going to overhaul the fork. We can also try the fork as well, Hans. When I've stripped that, I can try this. I could actually do like this on one leg and that on the other leg and see which one turns out best. We'll do something about that. Anyway, I hope we enjoy this kind of stuff. And I'll see you all in the next one. And him maybe. Nervøs, eller? Nei.
Jeg synes det her er så kleint.